All right, question number 5, which is the statistics question. It says 100 students were surveyed on the amount of money they spend on data for their cellular phones, for their cell phones during a week. The table below shows the results as well as the midpoint of each class interval. So the first thing I would say, remind myself that n is equal to the sum of the frequency. So that symbol there is sigma. And in mathematics, most of the time, sigma means the sum of. So n is equal to the sum of the frequency. Frequency here corresponds to the number of students. So it means that n is 100. All right, so we have the class midpoint for every interval. The first thing we're asked to do is to determine the mode class of the amount of money spent. Now, the mode class is the class with the highest frequency. Now, the highest frequency is 31, and 31 corresponds to the class 70 to 80. So I would say that the mode class is X is less than or equal to 80, but greater than 70. The mode class is X is less than or equal to $80, but greater than $70. The mode class is the class with the highest frequency. If you look at the frequency, you'll see that the highest frequency is 31, and that corresponds to the class X is less than or equal to 80, but greater than 70. Next, we're asked to calculate an estimate of the mean. Now, these are things that you must remember, that when you're dealing with group data, the mean X bar is equal to the sum of Fx divided by n. Now, Fx here is frequency times the class midpoint. Now, the Fx column is not there, so you're going to have to put it in. It's the frequency, 7, times the midpoint, which is 55. Frequency 11 times 65, 31 times 75, 29 times 85, 22 times 95. The mean X bar, or an estimate of the mean, is equal to the sum of Fx divided by n. All right, so these values are 385, 715, 2,325, 2,465, and 2,090, and the sum of Fx is equal to 7,980. So it means that the mean X bar is equal to the sum of Fx, which is 7,980, divided by n, which is 100. The mean, the average amount of money that a student spend on data for their cell phone per week is $79.80. The mean is $79.80. All right, next we're told that Damian reports that the median amount spent is $84. Briefly explain why Damian's report could be correct. Now, first of all, the mean in group data, sorry, not the median, it's the median. The median in group data is the n over 2 value, which is what? 100 over 2, which is the 50th value. The 50th value. The mean is the 50th value. So let us see which group, sorry, which class the 50th value falls in. Damien's estimate is that the median is $84. The median is the 50th value. So let us see where the 50th value falls. All right, I'm going to put in a column called cumulative frequency. Now, cumulative frequency means you're adding the frequency as you go down. So this is 7, then 7 plus 11, this is 18, then 18 plus 31 is what, 49? It's 9 plus 10, 49. And then 49, we're adding the frequency as we go down, plus 29 is what, 68. All right. All right, let's go again. 7 plus 11, 18. 18 plus 31, 29. So 78, is it 78? Yeah, 78. All right, I don't think we need to go any further. All right, so let us see what the cumulative frequency tells us. The cumulative frequency is telling me that the cumulative frequency is telling me that the first 7 students, they spend between $50 and $60 on data. Now, after the 7th, we have the what? The 8th. The 8th student to the what? 18th student, they spend between what? Remember, no, the median is the amount of money the 50th student spend. The 8th student to the 18th student spend between what? Between $60 and $70. Now, after 18th, you have the what? The 19th to the 49th, the 49th student spend between what? $70 and $80. Now, the 50th student to the 50th student to the 78th student spend between 80 and what? 89, between 80 and $90. And that is why Damien is correct. The median is the amount of students, the amount of money that student number 1 spend on data, 50 spend on data. Student number 50 spend between 80 and what? $90. And since $84 is within that range, Damien could be correct. So now this says the median is the 50th value. Now the 50th student number 50, the 50th student, from what we just did with the cumulative frequency, spend between $70 and $80. That's the class the 50th student fall. Sorry, that's not true. Spend between $80 and $90. Spend between $80 and $90 on data. Therefore, Damien could, or Damien's estimate, or Damien's could be correct. So we're asked to show that Damien could be correct, or briefly explain why he's correct. From our analysis, we saw that the median is the amount of money that student number 50 spend on data. When we did our analysis, we saw that student number 50 spend between $80 and $90. Now, since Damien's estimate is $84, Damien could be correct that the median is $84. All right, let's finish this. It says the two-way contingency table below gives information on the mode of transport to school for 100 students. We're asked to complete the table by inserting the missing values. All right, so the 15 plus cycle plus 14 must equal to 48. So here the number is what? 19. Now for totals, you have what? Girl plus boy must equal to 100. So therefore girl must be 100 minus 48, which is 52. All right, 19 plus 18 is 37. And 23 minus 15 is 8. So we're asked to complete the table, and we did get 2 marks. Then now, a student is selected at random. What is the probability that he was being driven to school on that day? So what is the probability that a student was driven to school? Well, 40 students were driven to school. So the probability of driven, 40 students were driven to school out of a total of what? 100. So the probability is 2/5, or 0.4, or 40%. So there's a 40% chance that student was being driven to school on that particular day. Here it is. One of the girls is selected at random. What is the probability that she did not cycle to school? So let us see how many girls did not cycle to school. Girls, so a total of how much? Who did not cycle? It's 8 plus what? 26. That's what? 30, what? 4. So the probability of being a girl who did not cycle is equal to 34 out of 100, or 0.34, or 34%. So there's a 34% chance of being a girl who did not cycle to school.